If you're here, you probably are aware of the Sneako versus Moist Critical drama. I made a video on it when it originally came out. And now to wrap a tight little bow on the whole thing, Sneako has responded. And I just wanted to go through it, kind of talk about it, and give a nice little end to this big drama that we've had.
These are 3 things that YouTube promotes on the trending page. Moist Critical playing with and sitting on dildos.
Funny.
Moist Critical using Satanism and Antichrist in his music videos.
Also funny.
And his rampant gaming addiction. 3 things you can't say on YouTube, but you could say on Rumble. The COVID vaccine doesn't.
Okay.
The 2020 election was against Trump. And billionaire pedophiles use wokeness to keep you depressed and poor.
I literally don't even know if I want to finish this video. I know exactly what's about to happen. Oh my gosh, he's about to do this thing, isn't he? It's like, actually, the woke mind virus has infected YouTube as well. If by woke mind virus you mean like their bottom line, then yeah, they don't want you spreading conspiracy theories about the election and the COVID vaccine. These people, man. Come on, it's been like 4 years. They haven't gotten any new material since like the COVID vaccine and the election. Like, geez, come on.
It's no secret that I have a degenerate past. Around 3 years ago, when I was 21 years old, I went to a swinger party with one of my girlfriends and joked about how traumatizing it was on a podcast. I was cheating on her a lot, and I felt bad, and I thought it would make us even if we swapped with the couple. I don't do it anymore. I don't recommend it. And seeing how many people call me a cuck for what I thought was a funny story, you should probably not do the same.
So he was cheating on his partner. Awful thing to admit, by the way. Like, yeah, I was also a cheater and a cuck. Thank you very much. So get it right. That's a crazy thing to admit. And then on top of the cheating, also said, hey, to get me back for cheating, why don't you make me watch another guy blow your back out on the other side of the room? Checks out. That makes sense, actually. That's a good point.
Seeing all the hate online, it dawned on me in Japan, why have I never had a single negative interaction in public outside every single day? They all shake my hand and ask me for a picture. Not even a little joke, haha, cuck. Never.
Because you have survivor's bias. That's why no one, like, most people aren't going to go up and be like, hey, I don't like you on the internet, so let's fight. It's just the people, they're not going to waste their time coming up to you. The people that are going to come up to you are the people who are like, oh, it's Sneako. I am fatherless, and that means I want a picture with this person. So, like, it makes sense, right? Man, Charlie really broke this man. Kind of sad to watch almost.
It's trending for a week straight on Twitter with hatred. That must mean 2 things. 1, social media breeds negativity. And 2, the biggest haters just don't go outside. 1 year ago today, I lived that life. I was depressed and broke. I was out of shape. I was gaming. I was watching porn. I got high every single day. I was miserable.
Bro, that sounds like a skill issue, dog. I mean, like, does he think, I don't know, maybe he's just like someone who thinks that everything goes in extremes. He's like, you can either be a revert to Islam and pray 7 times a day and all that stuff, or you have to be like a drug addict, porn addict, just like doesn't leave the basement. The only people in his life are like, you're either an incel or you're a big, strong alpha male. There's no like normal people, which is where like 90% of the population resides. He's so like, I don't know, everything is an extreme with Sneako. Like, can you make up your mind? You know, you can just be like a regular guy and like make vlogs. Like his video, this is a very well edited video. It's very artistic. I think it's really good. You know, you could just be like a normal guy who like makes videos about normal stuff.
Moist Critical is the physical embodiment of everything that I stand against. And honestly, no disrespect to him. I don't dislike him. He's just the perfect example of a popular YouTuber that's brainwashed.
He said, no disrespect to Moist Critical, but he is everything I stand against in this world. Like, come on, you can't no disrespect that. Like, yeah, I mean, you have a fun life, it seems like. Granted, you have to fund that life by being the worst person on the internet. A lot of people, most people, I would say, don't want to do that sort of thing.
And today, he's everything that I don't want to be when I'm 30 years old. When I'm his age, I don't want to be playing children's video games, playing with dildos for content, and using Satanism to be edgy. I don't want to drop the Antichrist for fun. What is this? Please someone tell me what they enjoy about this.
She begs me quick, got me screaming, rides my dick.
I'll tell you, as someone who has enjoyed them since I was in like the 6th grade, they're just funny. Like, what do you enjoy about this funny video? That is funny. Not everything has to be a life-changing, self-help guru type of video. Some stuff can just be entertaining. When I'm looking for something to entertain me, it's kind of fun when it's entertaining. I don't know, Sneako. Maybe I'm the crazy one here.
I criticize Moist Critical so much because he actually released a video that accidentally changed my entire worldview, slandering my now close friends at Fresh and Fit.
Oh, God.
You don't have to ask what Fresh and Fit stand for. It's in the name of their show. So for everybody watching this,
Wait. What did it say? Transforming simps to pimps. Yeah, you don't have to ask what Fresh and Fit stand for. They stand for transforming simps into pimps. I don't think that's a positive thing. A pimp is like not a good person. Like, this is a bad man or person. I guess anyone can be a pimp. No, a pimp isn't a good thing. I mean, a simp isn't really a good thing either, but like, maybe I'll just quit my job and become an alpha male guy. This seems so easy.
in that video, Moist Critical called Fresh a virgin incel loser.
He was
the same
right.
insults that I get. He insisted that men can't be with multiple women because Fresh, honestly, isn't a traditional Chad.
There is no reality in the entirety of the fucking multiverse where this man has slept with one woman.
He wasn't saying that men can't be with multiple women. It is kind of weird if that's what you want to do, you little slut. But he was saying that this story that this person was telling in particular was false. I remember this video. It's a good one. But yeah, Fresh and or Fit, I'm not sure which is which, was telling this story about how, you know, he was banging this chick, of course, and then like this NBA player was texting me like, hey man, shout out to you, you got a good one there. And it's like, no, this never happened. You're just a weirdo. Like this guy, no, it's just no. But sure, I mean, I guess. But yeah, he was definitely not telling the truth. And the story was like so outlandish. It was just not real, for sure.
Fresh knows he's an average looking guy, but he's known all over Miami as a playboy. Can be with beautiful women because instead of networking, working hard, and looking fresh.
Oh, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. He pulled out his phone and did an Instagram story in a club next to someone who clearly knows who he is and is paying attention to him. So, hey, Fresh is a playboy.
He's playing with dildos in video games. This is the lie sold to keep you depressed. For the young men watching, is that the life you want to live at 30 years old?
Yes.
The terrible tragedy that happened in Nashville yesterday is representative of exactly what I talk about in my stream.
Oh, geez.
A trans person shot up a church, and the mainstream news was more focused on misgendering the shooter than addressing the problem.
The mainstream media is never going to address the problem because we're never going to get gun control in this country because the gun lobby, the NRA, is just too powerful. They've already won. So that's the case. But still, at the same time, yes, a trans person did a shooting. Okay, just because someone from like a marginalized background does a crime doesn't give you the authority to now like be hateful to them. If a black person does a crime, are you just going to start hurling the N-word at them? No, that's not okay. But yeah, I mean, like, you don't misgender someone just because they did a crime. You don't call someone a racial slur just because they did a crime. Like, no, that doesn't become okay now. You can you can condemn the thing they did without just being like a hateful bigot. You get what I'm saying? It's just stupid to be like, see, oh, dude, the woke, the LGBT, the rainbow mafia, the alphabet mafia is taking over because we can't even misgender people who do crimes now. But like, no, that's never a thing. You shouldn't do that anyways.
Sitting president got on stage to provide a solution and instead opened up by talking about chocolate ice cream and good-looking kids.
I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs.
In Japan,
Okay, I gotta address this too. Yes. No, he was at a conference. The fact that mass shootings in this country are so prevalent is that the president didn't think, hey, maybe I'll have to have a mass shooting address today. He was at a conference for like business women, some kind of thing. I don't remember exactly. And he started off by telling a joke because, you know, that's what you do when you get up to give a speech at a stuffy conference. Like, oh, the only reason I came here is because they had ice cream. And then he was informed and later spoke about the shooting. You are the fake news that you complain about. You are the mind controlling, brainwashing woke virus that you complain about. You're just as fake as them. Like, oh my gosh, this stuff annoys me so much.
and that's why I will continue to defend the movie Cuties until
Oh,
Moist
gosh.
Critical decides to debate me about it. Nobody who hates the movie Cuties has seen it. It's about an Islamic family that moves from West Africa to France, a woke country that's literally on fire right now.
Woke France.
And the daughter of the family gets corrupted by TikTok and starts dancing provocatively and leaves her Islamic values behind. She goes from a good Muslim girl to a degenerate wokey, lying, twerking, and fighting, and it blows up in her face and her family's disappointed, and eventually she reverts back to Islam. I like that movie because I see it as another version of my life.
Okay, so this is a thing that I've heard 100 times. He is correct that the story of Cuties is about a girl who moves from a very fundamentalist country into France that is very more diverse and open, and she leaves her Islamic values behind. Now, what changes about that story? If that's the part that he likes and that he's defending, what about that story changes if the girl is 18? I'll give you a hint. It's nothing. The story does not change if the girl's 18, except you wouldn't have like an actual 12-year-old girl dancing around provocatively on screen. I'm confused at what, like, That's the point of the movie that people are complaining. They're not complaining about the girl like falling into the secular lifestyle and then reverting back to Islam. They're complaining that she's a little girl being sexualized on screen. That's the problem. Like if you made a video about how bad, murder is and then just actually killed someone on screen, no one would be like, no, actually, the thing is that it's a bad murder's bad. No, you can't do that. All right. Extreme example. I understand. But the point is that you don't have to sexualize children on screen. And that's what that movie did. And it did it for no purpose of the story. Because again, if the girl was just like a high schooler, if she was 18, she could have been played by an adult like most movies do. And then you could have told the exact same story, except there wasn't children being sexualized on it. That's the problem with Cuties. That's my, 3 years too late, 3-minute review on Cuties. It's awful. It's terrible. It's very French. I'll just say that.
A lot of the hatred is justified. I should not have been attacking the people in the Soy Boy collage as much as I was, but I held a lot of resentment because they actively tried to get me banned on YouTube. They publicly tried to ruin my life's work, destroy my income, all because they disagree with my worldview. I don't say it to be cocky, but I am tall, I'm good looking, and I'm successful. This is why the number one criticism is wannabe alpha male Sneako.
Okay, no. You get the wannabe alpha male thing because you're doing like the Andrew Tate impersonation of Andrew Tate from the Lifetime movie. That's why you get the wannabe alpha male. But then all the people that he put in that collage are rich. All of them are relatively good looking, and all of them are extremely wealthy because they're all big creators. Take someone like Hassan, for example. If the only reason people criticize you is because you're tall, you're good looking, and wealthy, why does Hassan criticize you then? Because he's taller than you, he's wealthier than you, and dare I say, better looking than you. I'm just gonna be honest. And he also goes to the gym. I'm trying to confuse at what his beef is with Hassan, because if you're tall, good looking, rich, and go to the gym, Sneako should be all up on that. Those are the only reasons he gives, but for some reason, he has a problem with Hassan. Yeah, it's just like none of your talking points, if you just scratch a little bit to get underneath the surface of Sneako, everything falls apart. Like nothing he has can stand on its own two legs, but when you're talking to 14-year-olds, they're obviously not gonna scratch beneath the surface because their brains don't really work that well yet.
I'm officially retiring the Soy Boy image. I forgive everybody who advocated for my cancellation or made documentaries about me, and I'm ditching my attacking style of streaming. And I genuinely hope you provide more value to your extremely large audience. The powers of Satan are taking over the West in real time, and I hope that everyone watching doesn't contribute to it anymore.
I do enjoy I like how Andrew Tate was like coming out and like, I'm a Muslim now, and then Sneako immediately was like, yeah, I'm actually good. I'm reverting too, so this is cool. I like how every alpha male like red pill dude is just becoming a Muslim now. That's cool. That's a new religion just dropped. Like the new trend in the alpha male community is to just become Muslim. I'm not sure why that is. I don't get it, but I mean, do you, boo. This was a very weird, a very odd apology. It's kind of BS, I'm not gonna lie. He leaves out all the context that would explain why he's actually a bad person and why he actually was rightfully kicked off YouTube. And then he's like, I don't know why these people are just coming after me. It's because Allah sends me trials to his strongest warriors. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Bada bang, bada boom, and have an amazing rest of your day. Okay, bye.